As someone who has struggled with anxiety and a whole list of other mental health things for most of his life, I have some advice that I would like to offer you. Some things that have worked for me. Now, this advice, anybody can use it, but it's specifically, well, especially geared towards young men. It feels like when you're younger, when you're a child, it's a lot easier to make friends. For example, you could be playing on the playground and then you talk to a kid and what's your favorite color? Red. Mine too. Great. Want to play tag? Boom. Now you guys are friends. But when you're older, you've got your job and all of these responsibilities and families, and it can get a little tougher to meet new people sometimes. So as a person that has moved around a lot his entire life, and someone who has literally packed up his stuff and moved across the country and done his share of traveling, here's something that has worked for me. Something practical. So let's take one of your interests, and it could be almost anything. This interest could be something you are currently pursuing, something you are currently doing, or something you are interested in that you maybe have always wanted to do but didn't know how. So let's say your interest could be, I don't know, you like anime, want to get more into it, you want to get better at cooking, you want to learn how to dance, maybe you want to start boxing and you don't know how to start, or you want to take a pottery class. It could be almost anything. Now, for this example, I'm going to use dancing because that's something that's a real big part of my life, and that's something that I discovered in my late 20s. So let's say you want to learn how to dance, but you feel like you got two left feet and you just don't know how you're going to do it, or what's the first step to take. What you're going to do is you're going to Google dancing in your area. Now, let's say you want to get better at salsa dancing, for example. You're going to Google or search on social media or just talk to people about trying to find a dance class, a salsa dance class. The funny thing about that is I come from two major cities. I was born in Los Angeles, California, and I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada, right? These are major cities with millions of people. But now I live in a much smaller area in South Texas. One person could say, well, I don't know, man. I live in a small town. There's probably not going to be anything. And maybe you're right, but I think you'd be surprised at what you can find. At least I was. Anyway, so let's say you Google salsa dancing in my area. You're going to find something. And even if you don't find salsa dancing, you might find a swing dance class near you, or a country, I don't know, a two-step class, or maybe bachata, I don't know, but you're probably gonna find something in that vicinity. So check it out, check out their schedule. There's probably gonna be a class on their schedule, and go to a class that you can make based off of your schedule. You might have work and think, well, the only day I can go is Wednesday. Okay, so you decide to go on Wednesday after work. Now you go and you're nervous, rightfully so. You've never done this before. You've never been there. You're going to meet new people. You're going to be nervous. So you're going to go, and if you're anything like me, you're going to suck at it. Now, maybe you're a savant. Maybe you go to this salsa class and you're just killing it. You just learn, boom, boom, and but that's not what happened with me. I sucked, and I was like, man, I felt embarrassed, but it is what it is. But I liked it. Now, if you don't like it, most classes, salsa studios and otherwise, the first class is free anyway. So even if you don't like it, you don't have to commit. So let's say you do like it. And now you commit to going, I don't know, once a week to salsa class. Now, again, the first time you're gonna suck, and the second time you're probably gonna suck too, but it's a little bit better, right? Then you go a third time, and now you see some familiar faces. And then you go a fourth time, and now you kind of know people. And maybe by the fifth time, I keep looking around because I'm finding parking to the place I just got to. All right, so maybe the fifth time, after class, somebody approaches you and say, hey, we're gonna celebrate so-and-so's birthday. We're gonna meet at the bar next door and have a drink. And you think to yourself, oh man, well, I got work tomorrow. I don't think I should go out. But you think to yourself, hey, I'll go for an hour. I don't really drink. Maybe I'll have a beer, or maybe you just get something to eat, but you're gonna go wish this person a happy birthday, and you're gonna have a good time and meet some people. So you go. You leave after an hour, you go home, and you don't think much of it. But next time you go to class, now you know people. It's not just you, this new person, even though you're still maybe newish compared to everybody else. Now you know people. At that person's birthday celebration, you talked, you exchanged phone numbers possibly with some people. So now you go to class and, hey, how you doing, Carlos? Boom, boom, boom. Now people know you and you know them. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing, I'm making this a lot simpler and I'm condensing all of the information. But that's basically, in a nutshell, a real easy way to make friends. You take something you're interested, you pursue it, and then you're gonna meet other like-minded individuals that are trying to improve and taking part in the thing that you like to do. And I've literally been doing that with dancing. You know, I play music as well, and a lot of my interests are cross-pollinating, meaning I perform pretty regularly at this place that I like, this restaurant / bar, and lately it's been filled with dancers because I'm inviting them to this thing that I'm doing. And so it's like my friends that I dance with go to see me play, and my friends that go to see me play, I invite them to dance and they'll join me to dance. And it's all kind of doing this, you know what I mean? And so anyway, I'm off on a tangent. That's not saying that that's what your goal is, but as far as getting out there and meeting people, this is something that has worked for me. So if you have any questions or anything, please comment below. I know this video is all over the place because it is raining outside. I am driving, and I just got, speaking of social gatherings, I just got to a barbecue with some friends that I met dancing, literally. So talk about doing this thing in real life. And so anyway, I'm gonna go eat, have some fun with my friends. And yes, comment if you have any questions. I'm happy to give any recommendations. Talk to you soon. Bye.